Hi guys, Path of Gaming right here, right now, bringing you another coaching session today with Michael, who's in Diamond. What is that? Diamond 3?
Yeah.
Diamond 3. Welcome, Michael.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. You brought pizza. Awesome. I love the pizza. All right. So, what do you like to start and why? That's my favorite question.
Um, my preference is sword,
Nice.
because I like to play like Ash, Jin type stuff. Um, Apart from sword, the like other things that I'm okay starting, I like chain, tier, and crit. And then after chain, tier, and crit is like bow and AP, and I kind of hate starting with cloak or belt.
Nice. Okay, so that's exactly what I start with. I go for sword first, followed by chain, followed by tier or glove. Yeah. Cool. Good.
I don't really force Zed, so I don't really go for the bow. I know that some
Um,
people like to play the Zed, but
For Zed, you kind of don't mind getting a bunch of Zeeks anyway. So typically nobody wants bows. So if you get a bow and if you get like a Zeeks and if you get like a bow here, it could be a Zed game because you already have a Zeeks and you can get a bow on the second carousel.
I do end up slamming Zeeks here.
This is kind of unfortunate, but yeah, you have to sell the lease. Yeah. Tiny thing, just put him in the front row so he casts tuner, does more damage. You always
Gotcha.
you always want to be one of the like look how much time you're wasting.
Hmm.
Um, I think you'll still be one of the first few to. Okay, yeah, you are one of the first few to end the round, right? But imagine if you're getting like a unit or something, and you want to buy the
Yeah, I've
Fioras.
probably got gold. Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
want to buy. Probably, I prefer buying Garen and Vayne
yeah,
to
yeah.
buy the Fiora pair.
No, of course. I just meant like if you get gold or if you get a unit, you might need to sell. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
it's better if you win the round faster. So just like frontline everything. It's a tiny thing, but sometimes it matters. So what do you need? What do you need now? Huh.
Ideally, frontline
Yeah.
because I have a TF, but
So you say you need frontline, yet you get the Waynes. Okay. So I hope you buy the Silas eventually, because
um,
yeah,
I do get gold here.
yeah, you're guaranteed gold. So, but Silas is the most important because you need frontline. Okay, this is interesting. Wow. Okay, that actually seems quite reasonable. That actually seems quite reasonable.
I didn't hit another cultist to go with him,
Yeah,
so I went
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
just the
This is
moonlights.
fine. Uh, okay. I wouldn't slam the Zeeks on the. Oh, what you want him to upgrade, right? So you slam it on the Philios. Okay, that's like the tough thing is if you do end up playing a Philios, you're gonna have to remake him. But yeah, that was the right call.
Uh, you're gonna laugh when you see what chosen I end up getting.
Okay. So you could consider leveling up here, I guess. Okay, you don't want to level up.
I wasn't sure that leveling for a random vein really does anything.
She's actually pretty strong, especially with the Zeeks. She could help you definitely kill a unit or two.
Hmm. Okay.
Positioning wise, I'm not completely sure. Oh, I don't know if you've scouted. Have you scouted?
Hmm. I normally scout later in the game.
But don't you want to know exactly this? That someone else is going for Moonman? Like you should scout all like stage one, stage two. You should just be scouting, like just clicking through boards to see what chosen's people have. Because typically chosen's determine what you'll be playing, right? So that's why it's better to just like know what other people are playing. Yeah, here it's a tough decision between the brawler front line and the Fiora. I guess you make the right decision. But then if you're not getting the 10 gold, why did you not buy the Fiora? Right?
Uh, I end up selling to 10.
Okay. Okay. So the brawler's paying off for sure because he needed more frontline. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine so far. So what's like the best item here? Well, there's like two items you can.
In my mind, I'm looking for either just like another random AD item or a tier. Tier is nice because I already have a Zeeks and I can just slam Ice Cream Cone.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say Chalice or QSS.
End up choosing a 3-cost tier and just slamming Ice Cream.
Yeah. That's fine. I guess here you put it on the Aphelios, right? Because where else are you gonna put it?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll help him cast a little bit sooner. His turrets will stay up a little bit longer. It's not the best. Oh wow, nice. Okay, so here, and this is quite important. Oh wow, I think it just got weaker. Oh, okay, okay. So you kind of did what I was gonna suggest. But okay, so what I don't like about this is you didn't scout, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe someone has a 3-star, yeah. So maybe someone has a 3-star Wayne or like some crazy ass high roll. So
Yeah.
this play is correct, but you just gotta make sure that there aren't like because there's 3 people at 100 HP. Maybe like
Yeah.
by the way, there's an echo. I don't know if you hear the echo. There's an echo on your stream.
Um. Hmm.
Yeah.
Let
Anyway,
me just stop my stream so that you can just watch from the VOD, right?
yeah, I'm watching the VOD. That's fine.
Okay. And I'll just stop my stream.
As I was saying, yeah, as I was saying, um, like someone could high roll completely, and could still beat you. So I do like
Mm-hmm.
this play. It is 95% of the time the right play, but the 5% of the time that it isn't, you can just find out. Okay, this guy completely high rolled. If I play him, there's no way I win. Even if I put in a Lux, I shouldn't do this, because you don't have a chosen. So anyone has like a really good chosen could potentially still beat you.
So I guess the main options here were make 20 or go for win streak with a Lux.
Exactly. Yeah. And I personally would always go for the Wizard Flux. But I would just want to know if it's going to happen or not. That's a tough one. Yeah. I would definitely
I
buy
ended
it.
up choosing not to take it because I figured the odds of hitting Lux were quite low. And here's where you laugh, because I slammed Ice
Yep.
Cream Cone and Zeeks on Aphelios and then got a Moonlight Aphelios chosen.
Yeah. I guess you pick him up, but the thing is, you can just sell the one you have, I guess. Or okay, that works too. Yeah, that works probably better. But it's just a little frustrating. Your positioning is kind of off. Okay, I
So I
typically
just noticed that this guy is sacking.
yeah, because he has fortune.
He has a Z2 chosen on his bench.
Yep.
Just chilling.
Because maybe the other guys are weak as well. So yeah. Yeah, I guess I feel like it's kind of weird. Like, yes, this is stronger for now, but it's just kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm losing Dazzler.
Wait. Why did you sell that and not keep the Irelia? Can you talk me through that?
Um, I figured I'd rather hold 2 cost than 3 cost at the moment.
I guess it's fair enough, but it's just like, are you gonna play Annie or Jax?
No.
So like, that's very cool because like yesterday I had the guy holding Irelia forever and not selling her and losing econ because of her, but here she's a good unit and she doesn't cost you anything, so
Mm-hmm.
it's worth to keep her over 2 units you're never gonna play. And obviously, if like here, if you don't get any gold, you would sell the Irelia anyway to get to 20. But it just she's a little bit better than what you're keeping right now. And do you know how to position this a little bit better? Your front line.
Mm. So I have them next to each other, so they split aggro, but I don't know what exactly you're talking about.
Okay, but why do you want split aggro?
Because neither of them is tanky enough to solo aggro.
Okay, but like the Tom Kench is just there to eat damage. He does absolutely nothing, right?
Yeah.
While Silas has a cool ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I think about this, or the way I position this, and I think you should start doing it as well, is make them walk towards the Tom Kench and kind of like surround the Tom Kench. And then Silas comes up and slams his chains.
So is Silas supposed to stand 1 square back?
Yeah,
One hex back?
one or two squares back. Wait, this is... There we go. Does it actually matter? Wait, are they origin? I think... Yeah. So, Aphelios, Lysandra, another Aphelios. Doesn't really matter. And then we have Tom Kench, right? So if Silas is here...
Yeah.
Like, imagine you're playing a mirrored version of your comp, right? So if he has the same thing, these 2 units are just going to attack each other.
Yeah.
But if your Silas is somewhere like here, it's likely that like units might walk up around the Tom Kench, and this is scouting. Like you need to know if he should be here or here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have units walk up and like sit next to Tom Kench. So if this is like the front row, then what happens is, this is just, yeah, it doesn't really matter, but like they walk up like this. Maybe, right? If the units are over here, they would walk up over here. And now if Silas is here, he's just going to walk like this. Okay, like this wouldn't work out, but like what I mean is from this side, for example, then Silas would walk up and slam his chains. That's how you maximize his ultimate. And I think it's actually up to, it's not just 2 rows, it's up to 3 rows. Like Silas can hit 3 units. Like this, with the chains. I'm pretty sure, because he hit from here. Yeah, he can hit all 3 units. So like really you want to maximize, at least try to get him to hit 2. So if you can get them to surround your Tom Kench and then Silas walk up and slam them, it's really insane value. And it's like these little things that help you win rounds. Either win rounds or just win with more units left to do more damage. So it's just like a little placement tip. Because each unit has like a special ultimate, obviously, and your job is to place them in such a way to maximize the ultimate.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you've played any RTSs like StarCraft, for example, or Age of Empires, or anything of the likes.
I'm really bad at that type of game.
Okay.
I'm familiar with them, but I'm bad at them.
Because I was relatively good at the macro part, but terrible at the micro part. But
For me,
here,
it's too hard keeping track of your units at so many places on the map in that type of game.
Yeah. But like this game, why I love this game, because here, based on your positioning, your units kind of do what you want them to do, right? It's very easy. Like like if you put them there and there and there, your units are gonna micro by themselves if you just put them in the right place.
So I briefly entertained here, but didn't end up running Fortune. Because I had Tom Kench and Jinx, but I just didn't really feel it.
Why shouldn't you run Fortune here?
I'd take 1 million damage. As it turns out, I took 1 million damage anyways, but...
Because you're winning. That is the answer. Like, as soon as you lose, you can win in Fortune. And I guess you can go for yeah, so look at, like, yeah. This is, like, the worst positioning because most likely... Okay, this is... yeah. Look at that. You see that? He just hits one unit.
Yep.
And Aphelios dies first. Silas dies first. Like, you don't need Silas to die first. You need Tom Kench to die first because he's the meat shield. So, I mean, here... Okay. Oh, yeah. This would be perfect. If Tom Kench was here somewhere, as I showed you, and Aphelios was, like, in the second or third row... Silas, sorry. Do you see my cursor as well, right?
Yeah, I see your cursor.
So Tom Kench over here, Silas over here. These two are going to walk up to Tom Kench. And then Silas is going to walk up and slam them both. The reason why Silas can't slam them both is because they're both walking towards him. Yeah? So if Tom Kench was there instead of Silas, then Silas could have walked up from this side or walked around. He could have walked around and hit this, or hit that, or hit that. If he was, like, behind the Tom Kench. Yeah?
Is there, like, a general version of this? So, like, Silas has, like, Silas is a frontliner that has, like, a multi-unit ultimate, but, like, if you have Garen or you have Hecarim, they want people to clump up around them so that they can AoE. Right?
Exactly. So if you have 2-star Garen or 2-star Hecarim, you sort of want to backline everything if they're strong enough so that they get completely surrounded. So there you never want to split aggro. As long as you're strong enough, you never want to split aggro. Because the more units... And like Garen, it's okay, like, if he spins. But Hecarim, even more specifically, if he doesn't have enough units around him, he won't ulti, like, fast enough and he won't heal enough. Because he heals based on the damage dealt. So if you don't get your Hecarim surrounded, you're griefing your game.
So I guess... Apart from, like, so if you have a frontliner that wants to, like, get surrounded,
yeah,
you position like that. When then in your mind is it okay to split aggro?
You split aggro when there's a lot of damage coming in and you want your frontliners to survive a bit longer, and they both sort of want to, like, cast something. But, like, Tom Kench can just die, right?
Yeah.
Like, splitting aggro, it's not really that necessary. Like, if you think about it, it's not terrible if, like, Maokai walks up first, ultis, and then dies. Then Vi walks up second, ultis, then dies. Rather than, like, Maokai not ulting and Vi not ulting, and then they ulti at the same time, and then they both die at the same time. Like, Um, it's more about whatever's 2-star. And also, and this is big, like you need to scout. Because if someone was playing a Zed or a Diana or whatever that would jump back and kill your Aphelioses, that's really, really bad. So typically the way I would do it is I would put Silas next to Aphelios. In case something gets to the back.
Okay.
So if Silas is next to Aphelios, so here we go. Yeah. So Silas is next to Aphelios. As I mentioned before, he would walk up at a better angle, and your backline is protected. So that's really important. So it's more specifically protecting your, like the whole point of frontline is to protect your backline, right? Yeah. But some units are better if they're actually in the back, or like if you as soon as you have a ZZ rod, you should have them in the back. So it's like you get more protection sometimes by putting one of your tanks in the back. Because not all cops are like damage from the front and then that damage to the back. And by the way, how do you position against Teemo? Obviously if you didn't have Zeke's,
like if I knew that I was against a Teemo?
Yeah. But I mean, you have Zeke's and Chalice, so there's nothing you can do.
I have Zeke's and Chalice, so I don't really want to split my units up anyways.
But you know that you should split units up against Teemo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Same but with Jinx.
Yeah, exactly.
And Ari, but that's later in the game.
Against Ari, it's not just splitting up; it's putting her in different. Oh my! What? Okay. So this is exactly. Yeah, this is my point right there. So if you position the way I told you to position, you win this.
Yeah.
So this is just positioning because it's like extremely close. Like why? Like yeah, the Tom Kench died second rather than first. And yeah, if Aphelios hadn't freaking that's okay. So this is why are you keeping the Jinx over Tom Kench?
Don't have a good explanation for that.
Right? Because, what was it? 2 rounds ago you told me I'm not keeping Aurelia because she's a 3 cost.
Yeah.
And now you're keeping a Jinx over...
Tom Kench and Maokai would be better to have here.
Well, why Tom Kench specifically?
Because he's a pair.
Yeah, that's so crucial. That is so crucial. Like, if you 2-star him, he's so much stronger than 1-star. Not only does he get more HP, but he gets more... Okay, why is this just bad? You just lost. Why would you level up?
I pretty much always level to 6 on 3-2.
Okay, but why? You need to know why you're doing these things.
Because it preserves HP and it doesn't cost that much.
I mean, here it costs 10 gold, I guess. 1 interest gold. Like, how much stronger do you get? Realistically, how much stronger do you get? By the way, okay. Why should you not play the Lissandra here? What's a better unit to play here?
Third Aphelios gives another 2-star Aphelios potential. What's the order? I forget which gets prioritized between Aphelios and Silas, to be honest. But I see your point. The Lissandra is going to get level 2 and Silas won't get level 2, which is bad.
Yeah. But like, what does... Okay, you get Dazzler, kind of, I guess you do. But what are you lacking right now? Looking at your board.
I guess you could run Jax for frontline.
Exactly. Your frontline is weak. You have enough damage in the back. Like if you look at the last round, while your frontline was alive, you're beating him. As soon as your shit as soon as this dies, your whole comp is dead. So it's very, very important that your frontline survives, especially like with double Aphelios and a Zeeks and a ice cream cone. So you're kind of adding in more damage, but you don't need more damage. And we're scouting, yay.
Dazzler should help my units stay alive, right? Or would you not value the 2-star Dazzler here?
Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Okay, so as you can see, the fact that Silas did not upgrade is going to be extremely painful for you. Yeah. So, okay, so the Dazzler, I don't think it actually does anything, right? Because Lux stuns, and Nunu just eats stuff. Okay, so you tell me, why did you lose this round?
Silas died pretty early because he ended up taking full aggro and he was 1-star.
Yep. So did you die because you didn't have damage, or did you die because you didn't have tanks?
Thanks.
Yeah. And it's exactly the same as last round, where you died because your tanks died too soon. So like, you need to like look at your board, and this is, I guess this is like a general rule. Look at your board and think to yourself, do I need more frontline or backline? Because on stage 2 and still on stage 3, partially even on stage 4, it's still frontline, backline. So synergies come in later. Like, by the way, you would get Divine.
Divine, yeah.
Which is nice for Lux, because I don't know if you probably know this though, that like Lux is the perfect Divine, because she needs 6 autos and then she casts.
Yeah.
So she's Divine as soon as, like, she is Divine for her ultimate, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jax mitigates a lot of physical damage, so he's really good as well. So, like, generally leveling up here is fine, but I don't think it did that much. It just sort of made you weaker if you think about it. Because by putting in Lissandra, you lost frontline. Yes, Lissandra did some damage. Yes, Lissandra did 1200 damage. But if you had a 2-star Silas, you would soak up more damage anyway. So, like, I guess that's why you got coaching, right? Because if you follow the general rules, like when to level up, that's fine. That'll get you to Diamond. Might get you to Master, but it might not. Like, now you have to think for yourself, like, do I need to level up here? And my rule is, if I'm winning, I'm leveling up. Like, you could have leveled up on 3-1, for example. Because you were, I think, on a 3-win streak. So you level up on 3-1. Just to maintain your win streak. Because I'm pretty sure you would have won 3-1 had you leveled up. Yeah?
I usually level up on 3-1 if I'm like 5 streaking.
Okay, fair enough.
Because it's usually kind of expensive otherwise.
Well, you would be on a 4 streak. Had you won there, you would be on a 4 streak, which would give you 2 extra gold. So if it doesn't cost you more than 2 interest gold, you should do it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, it just doesn't feel good leveling up after losing. That's just my kind of general rule. Like, because you lost, so like, why not lose again? Like, it doesn't really matter that much. So it's like, either I'm winning and going for wins and trying to get a lot of like get a win streak and get a lot of damage in on the other players, or alternatively I'm just losing. But like here you kind of like flip-flopped, okay, I was winning but now I lost, and like I'm going to level up anyway. So yes, it just, but actually no, it's 2 interest, or like you have to sell Lissandra or something, right?
Yeah, I sell.
Yeah. Oh, what the hell? You sell Aphelios. Now that in my mind is crazy. Don't you want to get 3-star Aphelios?
No, I'm not trying for 3-star Aphelios.
For free? You're 2 off. And it's essentially free. Like, yes, his items are subpar, But if you 3-star Aphelios and you manage to 2-star Silas, you have 3-star Silas, 3-star Aphelios. But like, what is the Lissandra? And again, you have the Jacks. Okay, fine. Makai is a tiny bit better, yeah. This positioning is a little bit better. But yeah, it's never for Moonlight. Because it's just griefing your other Moonlights. Because you're getting a 2-star 1 cost rather than a 2-star 2 cost. Is this guy just forcing Aphelios?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. So the crazy thing is, I think you're gonna figure it out eventually, but you're getting shit on for 3 rounds, and you still haven't realized that you need more frontline. Right? Like now, looking at it, you do realize it, but in game, you still haven't realized it. I hope you do at some point. I mean, you said you turned it around, but yeah. So what do we want here?
So I had a AP open, and what I was saying as I was playing was I wanted a bow, a chain, or a bow or chain or a crit, and I took a chain.
Okay, interesting. So why the chain?
So I was thinking I already have ice cream cone Zeeks. I can make a locket, but I ended up not making the locket because I was on a lost streak, so I didn't see the point in slamming a locket while on lost streak.
Okay.
Yeah. So I ended up not. It would have been good if I had taken Nunu here, but I don't think I took Nunu.
I mean, you're selling the... Okay, you're not selling the Shen?
I end up holding on to the Shen for no reason.
Okay. Repositioning, good. So I would consider, like, Locket is not the worst. You are missing, like, meat. But the rage bait is pretty crazy on Aphelios.
The bow got taken. It was on the other side.
There was another bow on the Vigar. There's a Vigar for bow. Right there.
Ah. I see.
Yeah. So I mean, that you could have taken that for extra damage. Because I mean, look how much Aphelios is shooting. So yeah, if he shoots even more.
Here I take really bad loss.
Yeah, because you still don't have enough front line. You still don't have enough front line. And I'm pretty sure it's how Shen get the Nunu, because you don't want the armor on the Shen anyway.
Yeah.
Please, no. Just take out the Lissandra. Put in another brawler. It'll make you so much stronger. Because that's what? 1100 HP? 1100 HP, no. And plus the Silas upgrade, so it's like immensely more HP. But what do you want to happen this round?
Take a close loss and
exactly.
Streak into neutral.
Exactly. And how did you position for that specifically? Like, what did you do to make sure that you lose, but not by too much?
I didn't actually change my positioning at all here.
Yeah. So you should have looked at who you've played and make sure you lose to the weakest guy by just a small margin. Because this looks kind of dangerous. I guess your front line is just...
No, paper. I take another bad loss because I don't have front line.
Yeah, your front line is paper. Because you have way more damage than he does. It just... You don't have... Like, you can't use your damage because your front line just melts. So yeah, let's see how you change it. Hopefully, I'm still. Wow. Okay. Interesting. You still have one more unit to win. Good. 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 You do want to get to 40 here, right? Oh, okay. Okay. So just kill. Yeah, the Shen. No, there we go. Okay, we're at 40. Okay. Yeah, I can see how you turn this around. Wait, what was that? Yeah, you said the thresh. Okay. Okay, here. Yeah, this is kind of big. Oh, but that gives you yeah the. Oh, perfect. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. This is yeah. And now you're slamming the Locket.
I make a
Okay.
Hodge.
Why is Locket bad here?
I didn't think it was bad, so I made it.
But I'm telling you it's bad, and I want to know why.
I don't know why.
Well, look at your board.
They have a lot of health.
You have 6 brawlers. So do brawlers need a little shitty 300, what is it, 350 from the Locket?
I guess it's relatively less valuable than if you have like Mystic or Vanguard frontline and
Exactly.
resistance.
So like the only time you don't want to have a Locket is when you have brawlers.
So I'm thinking this game that I'm going to run some Divine units, and I like Locket with Divines because it lets them survive enough to get their Divine proc.
Okay. Okay. So like you're gonna pivot out of this and you're gonna keep the Warwick. I mean it's good for the long run, but like right now it's not the best. But you don't have anything else to slam. It's a bit unfortunate you didn't grab the bow. Like even if you hadn't made the Locket, but you had a bow open, you could make a Runance for Warwick eventually. But this is fine. I mean, yeah. But this is a game where, like, no offense, but you didn't play that well. The stage 3 especially, but you just got a crazy lucky chosen, 5% chance, and you got Warwick, which is like one of the best chosens. So bailed out by the chosen. I don't know why you're selling the Hecarims, to be honest. Because what is your level 8? Isn't Hecarim your level 8?
Ideally, Ash.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better to hold the Hecarim so after Carousel you can level up play Hecarim? In case you don't find anything? Oh no, you dropped the Zeeks from the Warwick. That's kind of bad.
So I was trying to dodge his Zed.
Okay,
and this one I get super tilted because so I dodged the Zed because I saw that this guy was win streaking. I scouted him. I moved my Philios out of where his Zed is gonna go.
Okay.
And then my Warwick just like AFKs the fight.
But why not
just my Warwick does this fight?
Why not just put all your brawlers in front of Aphelios then? Okay, fine. There's an Irelia, so you can put Tom Kench to the right. You can put Tom Kench here.
Yeah.
But everything else can just be right here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, since Zed is here, I guess you could put Aphelios like here more. So like Lux, Aphelios, Warwick.
I scouted pretty late into the round, so I was only able to move him by one. I wasn't able to move the full board.
Yeah, okay.
Does he get hit by the Aurelia Stone? He does. That's why he AFKs the fight.
Yeah. Yeah, this is so fucking frustrating. That's why I said it's getting removed. That's why Zed needs to get removed.
Fortunately, they're changing him. He no longer
Yeah.
gets the aggro drop in set 4.5.
Oh, he's not getting, but like, yeah, Shade is getting removed. That's the thing. Shade is getting removed, which is
Yeah.
crucial. I mean, good job positioning for him, but you could have positioned sooner and better, obviously, like had you scouted sooner.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of salty on this one.
But yeah, this doesn't make any sense to me. Just keep it in mind. Why is Tom Kench in the back?
Yeah, he doesn't have a good reason to be there.
Why not put Nuno in the back or Silas in the back? Because they actually do stuff. So that's like the general rule. Like Tom Kench, you don't care about. Another one, I guess, Wukong is like the runt of the litter from Vanguards. Like you don't really care about Wukong, so you just put him in the front. He would just die.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you want Garrett to spin, or you want Hecarim to get surrounded, and Wukong is just like there as fodder. Right? Mm-hmm. But like with Tom Kench, like the only thing he does is soak up damage. Well, every other brawler actually does some utility. So you definitely want the damage soaker to die first. Because if somehow Silas ultis twice, if Nuno ultis twice, it's really big. While Tom Kench cannot ulti. Tom Kench doesn't have an ulti. I mean, against this guy, it's smart because the Tom Kench is actually blocking a lot of damage from the Pyke. And now the Diana. And you have Unleashed the Beast. Yeah.
The other reason I have Warwick in the backline here because I want him getting the buffs from a
yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's smart because you don't want him to take damage, right?
Yeah.
So what do you want here?
I think I commented here that I'd like crit, bow, or one other thing. I'm taking a crit.
Yeah, that's a 5 cost crit, of course. Take it.
Because I figured it can become QSS on.
It can become a QSS.
Hodge, yep. Or I just like the crit items, especially like when you're going into Raptor, you don't really know what you're gonna get, but there's not too many bad crit combines because you get either like some utility or you get good damage.
Yeah, I mean the way Soju put it is, it helps you remove shit items. So no matter what item you get, like the glove kind of helps you remove a shit item, essentially. So here, if you... Okay, yeah, you do want to sell... Yeah, fine, it wouldn't be. Oh, okay. Okay, wouldn't Hecarim be better here?
I don't think Elderwood is doing that much here.
None
of my carries are Elderwood.
They would... No, but they would take up more damage. I mean, the Zillion ulti is not bad.
Yeah. So actually, the Zillion ulti is kind of not super useful just because I have...
like, the Zillion ulti does exactly... It
doesn't go onto the Warwick because he's too much health.
The Zillion ulti does exactly the same as Hecarim. It buffs your weakest units. Right? Wow.
So I get owned by another Zed here.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay, there we go. Nice. Can you 3-star the Warwick this game?
I hold on to it for this round, which is a mistake. I would like to be able to, but not super realistic.
Okay, so what is the main condition to know whether you can or cannot 3-star the Warwick?
You have enough health and money, and in this case, I do not have enough money.
Even more important than that.
Also not enough health.
No. Like, health and money are important, but what is even more important if you want to 3-star the Warwick?
I don't have, like, perfect Warwick items for him to carry with either.
No, you're still thinking, okay, it's not, answer is not about you.
It's whether there's Warwicks missing from the pool or not.
Exactly. So like right now, you run through every board. You count Warwicks. If there's 0, you might consider like keeping the Warwick. If someone is going for Warwick, then you just sell the Warwick. That should be your thought process. Is Warwick contested? Yes, he is. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to 3-star him. No, he's not. Because 3-starring Warwick is just wins you to the game. Even like whatever his items are. He's just super broken.
I had a game the other night where it was like super high rolling. Like I was fast 9, had like 2-star Yones, had like a bunch of 2-star legendaries, and still just lost to 3-star Warwick.
Yep. Wait, what did we sell?
We sold a Nunu. It would have been better to sell the Warwick.
But like, how many players are going Warwick? I don't think that many people are going Warwick, to be honest. And there he is, haunting you.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So I don't know if you saw, but I sold every Moonlight unit. I wanted out of Moonlights.
Oh, okay. I guess okay. So I thought there was nothing going to be happening, but okay, you do stuff. Okay. Wait. Why are we selling Silas? Why the hell do we sell Silas? He's not a Moonlight. Silas is a brawler. Right?
Okay.
Yeah? You had Silas for brawler, not for like you had him for both, but like 6 brawler is definitely better. Like yes, he's 1-star, but you definitely keep him to 2-star him if you can. Oh no. Oh, okay. You got another item. What the fuck? Okay. Holy shit. So there's another Silas, but I guess now... Yeah, so now you want to put in Jax. Oh, you missed the Jax. Sure, that's good. Missed the Vi.
Missed Vi, yeah.
You're using your hotkeys, that's good. You put in the Jax, I hope. It gets pulled in. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Why not? It's buffing the Warwick. Divine Spat option. Or GA Last Whisper for Warwick, I guess. It's kind of whatever. So let's see what you make here. I mean, obviously you were rolling as fast as you could. So I'm not going to blame you for that. Okay, nice. So buy the Jax. Buy the Lilia. Buy the Irelia. Nice. Okay, that works too. That works. Okay. That's looking decent. I would consider putting the Titans on set, actually, rather than Warwick. But it works because he's a beefy boy.
My reasoning was that Warwick is 2-star and set was 1-star.
And he just yeah, it's fine. And he's chosen as well, so you can okay. This comp is powerful. Just pick up. Oh wow, you should be picking up 5 costs just to increase your odds. Yeah, there we go. It's good. Now that could have potentially been a 2-star Silas if you, or like a 2-star Vi had you been buying her. Oh shit. That was a mistake. Let's see if you fix the mistake. Why is there a Tom Kench instead of the Maokai, right?
Yeah.
Because Maokai gets the Elwood buff as well.
I think Tom Kench ends up chilling for a while.
Yeah. And also, obviously, Silas is better than either of them. So you should have Silas in there. And I know you had Silas at some point, and you should have been buying the Vise and the Silences all along.
I was in a rush so I wasn't focusing as much on the Vise on that roll down because I was in a rush looking for the higher cost stuff like the Ash.
Yeah, but like it takes like a split second to buy it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not looking for it, but like the more things you're technically looking for and picking up, like the more value you get from your roll, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If like each roll you're looking just for Ash, like Ash is going to be very expensive. If you roll like 10 gold, buy one Ash, that's 14 gold for an Ash. But if you pick up some Vise and Silences along the way, then like the Ash is not going to be as expensive because you kind of use the shops a bit more. So let's get a Warwick item. Deathblade would be okay, I guess. RFC is fine. You went for the greedy item. Why do you think Deathblade is better than RFC?
I figured that with 6 Brawler, Warwick is living
Okay.
for a while.
Okay.
I also had in my mind that I'd like to move the locket and the Zeeks and the ice cream cone up to the front line.
Okay.
In which case the RFC
Holy
is not
shit.
as necessary.
You're high rolling, yeah. Then, yeah.
So do I do it this round? I know.
Yep. Lee Sin definitely in the front. Yep. Good. Yep. Even better. So now you're sort of protecting Warwick and you're sort of protecting Lee Sin, which is good. Azrael should be in a corner. But his ulti, no wait, I think his ulti hits everything anyway. So that should be fine.
He just gets murdered by Zed.
Yep.
Or sorry, by Akali.
Oh, nice. The set got you. That was very close. Are you playing Irelia?
It's kind of hard to fit at the moment.
Is it?
Because I don't have... given that I have Lee Sin, Jax is giving Duelist, whereas Irelia is not giving Adept, because there's no Yone or Shen, and I'm not putting Mystics into this comp realistically.
But Jax and Irelia would give you 6 Divine. So it's what? It's 400 HP off of Warwick for 3 more seconds of Divine.
I do want to get out of Tom Kench and Vi.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cut this.
Because you lose 400... Wait, you lose... Sorry, you lose...
But I didn't see that I could have done that this round.
Yeah. You lose 1200 HP. You lose 1200 HP, 400, 400, 400. So you lose 1200 HP. You gain 3 seconds on Warwick, 3 seconds on Jax, and 3 seconds on Ashe and Lux. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I agree it'd be worth it. I just didn't see it.
Okay. So that's just like recognizing stuff because you have your whole turn to figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously this is like not going to be very often where you're going to have a force of nature. Okay, why is this bad? This positioning. Why was the positioning before better?
The backliners are more protected.
Sort of, but what is more important? What is more important?
Ezreal's ult angle.
Okay.
But I think he's still hitting everything here.
Like synergistically, like synergy wise. Like I know I'm poking and prodding, but there's like one specific thing you should have done. So it's the fact that you have Warwick with the Deathblade.
Yeah.
You have Hunters.
Yeah.
So Ash enables
Oh,
kills.
So you want them hitting the same person
Exactly.
so Warwick gets his stacks. Okay.
Exactly.
Sure.
So like this way, Ash is gonna kill the guard, and Warwick's gonna walk around and try to kill Cassio, or
Sure.
maybe go all the way and kill Thresh.
I think Cassio dies too quickly for that.
Yeah. So it's just like a minor thing, but obviously Warwick is completely insane. I think the Deathblade was the right call since you moved everything frontline. So it's interesting. My lobbies consist of a lot more Warwicks and less Zeds. Your lobbies have a lot more Zeds. I guess that's the difference in NA.
I don't know. It felt like more people were going reroll this lobby than normal.
Okay.
I really don't like playing reroll, but like part of the reason I don't like playing reroll is that you'll have like there was the guy forcing Moonman, and then there's usually a Zed player or two.
Yeah.
And when you play those, you often like need very specific items for your carry.
So the way you should do it is if you get the specific items and if you get the specific chosen, or like if you have crazy econ. And if you're uncontested. I prefer if it's uncontested and I have the items and I have the econ, then I go for it.
Yeah.
Like I forced Zed the other day and I had RFC Runans, and it was completely insane. Like he just cleaned up.
Sure.
But it's like, it was more about, okay, I'm getting a lot of bows. I do have a Zeke's. I might as well do it. And then you roll down on 7 and you see what you hit. Like if on 7 you hit Shen, so you have all your ninjas, then it's like, okay, I might as well do it. Oh, by the way, yeah, you missed Mr. Tom Kench. That's why I paused.
I think here's where I finally get rid of these, yeah. But Jax could have gone in earlier.
Yeah. It was Jax and Vi until this happened. I'm thinking, yeah, you just run 5 Divine. Yeah, you just run 5 Divine. So, okay, so you're saying earlier that you're not 3-starring Warwick, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
But earlier you had like almost 40 gold and 1 Warwick. Now you're at 8 gold and you have 2 Warwicks. So now it's very, very unlikely.
Yeah. I think I do sell these off at some point.
Okay. Because 40 gold and 1 Warwick, that can happen. 8 gold and 2, that's not happening. Okay. Okay. Why is it... Okay, yeah, I'll allow it because there's nothing else you can actually do here. So... Like, your only way out is to get 3-star Warwick to get a lot stronger, and Ash, yeah.
I'm mostly rolling to try to hit Ash at this point.
Yeah, and you do.
Because I figure that I'm not really going 9.
Yeah. I hope you get to 10 gold here.
Yeah, Aatrox is obviously not kept.
Or nor is Jax, right? Although it is... Holy crap. Yeah, you should probably get to 10 here. So, like, the reasoning is you could play Jax potentially over Irelia. You lose a depth, but you get more attack speed on your Lee Sin. Good, 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 yeah. Okay, so now positioning. This is terrible. That's a little bit better, but whatever. What do you want to happen in this fight?
So I know who exactly I'm fighting because I just fought the Zed player, so now I'm fighting the Moonman player.
Okay.
And my reasoning for backlining stuff here was I wanted the locket going onto my Ashe because my Ashe is going to get picked out by the hunters, and I want her to survive as long as possible.
Brilliant. That I agree with, but what is the front line? Like, what the hell is this?
Don't have too much of an explanation for you there.
Okay. So what are the abilities of your frontline units?
Lee Sin, can you go back a few seconds to where I saw his board? I want to... Okay, so no, I didn't... So at one point, I did purposefully put my Lee Sin so that it would be kicking someone out.
Okay.
This round was not it. This round, I didn't really have a unit in mind to kick out. But I do know that, like, Lee Sin, if he's focusing one person, he'll often, like, kick them and then kick them out of the fight. So you can, like, cheese a frontliner.
I just mean, like, general positioning. Why is this bad general positioning?
Yone would like to not take the aggro. Set would like to take the aggro to make use of Set's thing.
Exactly. You want Set solo frontline. Right?
Yeah, so Yone needs to be back here.
Cause Set can take, I don't know, whatever, like, this is insane. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, he has like 2.5k HP.
Yeah.
So he can take 2k damage for free and then go work out.
Yeah.
And as soon as he does his sit-ups, he becomes even stronger.
Yeah.
So, like, the longer you deny Set doing his sit-ups, the weaker he is, because he might come back to the fight without being in his Super Saiyan mode where he does true damage.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you want to make sure that Set does true damage.
Yone dies for free.
Wait, that's... Oh, sorry. I thought that's me. I'm like, wait, Path of Gaming, what's going on? Oh, wow, okay. That was a good fight. Good fight, man, good fight. So what do we want here?
Wanted Hodge.
Yeah.
It got taken, so I take Frozen Heart and slam it on Set.
Ooh. I would have gone for
I
Ionic.
could take a case for Ludens onto one of the Dazzlers, I guess.
I would have got Ionic. Ionic is huge on Set before he does his sit-ups.
I'm rolling here because it's the last round.
It's not the last round. But, like, it could be your last round. It's fine. You waited until 2-star. I accept that. You should continue rolling, though. Definitely continue rolling. Wait, what? That's... Oh, God. That's way too late. Okay, so how long did you know that you're going to be playing this guy? You could have... You probably knew it from the start.
I knew it from the beginning.
Yeah. So, like, this, there's too much hesitation. There's just too much hesitation. We can't have that. Like, how much gold did you have? You had like 20 gold. So it cannot take you 20 seconds to roll 20 gold. Right? Like, it took you way too long to actually roll it. Yeah, it took you 20 seconds. That's just painful, man. So you don't get Zeke's on So you fuck up Yone's shield. You don't get Zeke's on the Warwick. You don't get Locket or Chalice value.
However, I eat I eat Zed and then set ult, and so that's enough to just win the
That's
fight.
enough, but it could have been a lot better. Like, yes, I do like the fact that you put Warwick in the front so he didn't get targeted, but um, like, what's really funny, like the way I did it, and it was extremely easy to be honest. Was it the second game or the first game? I think it was the second game. Second game. Wait, what? Third game? Okay, then I don't know. This game, there we go. This game, yeah. So if you know you're gonna play against Zed, you can do something cheeky like this.
I'm watching.
Yeah. So this is what you were aiming for, I guess, right?
Similar, yeah.
So like you kind of panicked and half-assed it like late, but this is like planning for it ahead of time. Because this Zed player has no chance. Because Aphelios can just shit on him. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, this was bad positioning. Sorry, this was bad positioning. And then I realized I need more in the back. Yeah.
So what I had was I had the Nunu and the set, and the Nunu like ate Zed.
Yeah,
Putting
okay.
him like 1 HP, and then set slammed him.
So this was better because I had more in the back. So yeah, this was a lot easier. Yeah. So I do like it, but like you could have positioned a little bit better, like a little safer.
Yeah.
Like I like the thought, but just like make it cleaner, I guess.
And then I move back because I'm fighting
Yeah.
the other person.
Yeah, you respect that. That's good. I'm not sure about maybe the Frozen Heart tech was kind of okay-ish.
Because I don't actually have Adept in.
And you're fighting this guy again.
Yeah.
Wow, that was kind of close.
Nunu owned him again.
Okay, so you lost to this guy. So you don't need Mystic here anyway. Like, there's no point getting Mystic.
Yeah.
And there's no point getting Adept either. So you made the right call. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was thinking about that.
Yeah, then that's good. I think against this guy you want to front line again. Yeah, you could have sold everything on your bench except the Yone. You're never playing the Irelia, are you? So the only thing you care about right now is the Yone 2, if you can get Yone 2. Isn't it?
So here I try to kick Silas with Lee Sin.
Okay. What? He turned around? What the hell? That's cheating.
However, Set throws Silas anyway, so I don't get to.
Wow, okay. So I think your board was just super strong, like thanks to the force of nature. But
Yeah.
positioning wise, it's like I'd say like 75% there. Like you know kind of what you're doing and why. You can just do it a little bit better. Like here, uh, here, I'm thinking if you want the Warwick in the front. I guess not. I guess work in the back is kind of okay. But yeah, this is let's see how it plays out. Yeah. So like the Ash in the corner of the Yone was dangerous, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if like I don't know how well he was gonna be positioned, and also being on the same side as the Aphelios is kind of dangerous. But yeah, good job shitting on them. So this is good. Definitely work on stage 3 though.
Yeah.
Stage 3 was like you didn't realize you needed more front line. But overall, I think we can both agree that you kind of high roll out of your ass by hitting the Warwick here.
Yeah, the Fawn into the Warwick was a pretty big roll.
Fawn into Warwick typically should indicate that you're going for first or second. Yeah. Holy crap! 5% chance and you hit this. Yeah, happens sometimes. All right. So any questions?
So like, what am I supposed to do in that spot if I don't hit the Fawn or I don't hit the Warwick?
In this spot.
So say I'm in this spot and I either don't hit Fawn or don't hit Warwick. What am I supposed to do to salvage this game?
Okay, well, Fawn, like, yeah, that's not going to happen. You need to roll for a chosen. Right?
Yeah.
It's most likely going to be a 3-cost chosen and a 4-cost chosen, obviously.
So apart from high rolling a 4-cost or getting a Kindred, what other types of chosens can I realistically like stabilize off of here?
So what what do you need? What do you need? Like looking at your board.
So in this case, I have, like, ignoring the Warwick, I have a lot of frontliners, but they're all weak ones. But because I sold the other Aphelios, I'm actually kind of light on backline as well.
Yeah. I would definitely say you need backline here.
Yeah, so that's why I said Kindred, because I think Kindred Chosen is probably my favorite 3-cost to get.
It could be potentially Ari, I guess, with this. Zeke's, Chalice, you have a Jewel Gauntlet, a tier. That could go Ari. Right? If you find like Ari, yeah, so Kindred. Then like a Nunu, potentially Vigar, right? Just for now. With those items. Yumi's always good. So like you can pick up most. Like Irelia's okay, Yumi, Vigar, Nunu, Lux we would take, Kindred obviously. That's about it. And then from 2 costs, maybe a Lulu or Hecarim. Right, because
would you take a with this as your front line? Would you take a Teemo Chosen? Because I think Teemo Chosen is really strong.
Yeah, of course, sure, Teemo will be fine. Like, obviously, knowing how this plays out, it's fine. But I think selling the Aphelios was wrong.
Really? Okay. My thinking was that I was still taking losses with that Aphelios, and I wasn't trying to go for Aphelios 3, so I wanted to open Chosen up.
It's close. I mean, you hit the Warwick, but I mean, you could have sold the Aphelios with items, and you could have like transferred the items to the other Aphelios and just try the 2-star. Oh yeah, like. It's tough. Like this position is tough because but I still think I would try to get to 8 after carousel, and roll it down on 8.
So you would keep the other Aphelios, try to upgrade the front line, and then go 8.
I would just go 8 right away. I mean, like with what I had.
Okay. And so the other things to take away, there's the positioning on the front line. You don't like this Lysandra here. You'd rather the Lysandra be like Jax.
Of course, because I mean, but that's based on, do I have enough front line or back line? Like, why were you losing? And you were losing because of lack of front line, right? So it's specific. Like it's, you need to know why you're losing the fight.
Okay.
And that you figure that out by looking at the fight, or like you figure out, okay, if I look at this board, I can see you have 2-star, 2-star, but your front line is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So just by looking at the board, I can tell, okay, you do have damage, but you don't have like anything to soak damage, realistically. So that's kind of like my thought process. Okay, I need more front line. And here it's you can add in Maokai Hecarim instead of Lysandra, right, on 7, and then you get to 8 after Carousel.
Okay.
Because this was a gamble. Because like we discussed the possible chosens, right? And there's not that many great possible chosens. Like if you hadn't hit that Warwick, I'd say that was kind of a questionable play. And yeah, here's setting the Hecarim as kind of like you want to play the Hecarim on 8. But like as soon as you hit the Warwick, it's easy first, obviously. But if you hadn't hit him, it was a very risky play. Because the level 7 roll down sort of no longer exists.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd rather go for the level 8 roll down. If you can, So I think Aphelios is one of those chosens you can get to 8 with.
Okay.
Like it did work out, but like in other scenarios it might not work out and you might just bleed out. Because like here, from this position.
Yeah.
Wait, where is it? Here. You have to roll down for a chosen. Here. You have to roll down for a chosen. And like your board is kind of crap. So like yes, you can roll down and upgrade your board, but you'll be upgrading units you might not want to keep anyway. Right? Like you don't want Lysandra, you don't want Silas, Hecarim, maybe Nunu's okay, you don't want Maokai. So like you would be rolling, but like what would you be rolling for? Essentially like an Ashe or a Warwick, right? Or like Jhin, Riven, Cassio. Like you would be rolling for 4 costs. So like when you roll down, obviously I roll down on 6 or on 7 sometimes if I'm in a shitty situation. But like when you roll down, it kind of influences the outcome of the game. If you can roll down on 8, you're more likely to have a better outcome, like do better than if you have to roll down earlier. So here you don't have to roll down because you hit the Warwick. But under normal circumstances, you would have to roll down here, and you're not as likely to hit the premium for like any 4 costs essentially. Like legendaries, very very unlikely. 4 costs kind of unlikely. So you'll be stuck with like a bunch of 3 costs, and then you'll kind of be in the situation. Okay, 56 HP is bad, but if you roll down here, good luck getting a top 4. Right?
Yeah.
Because then, like, if you have to roll down here, if you don't have since you don't have a chosen, you have to roll for a chosen, and which means you won't have enough economy to go 8 at a like reasonable time, which means you won't be able to sell the chosen and get another chosen on 8, and it just kind of griefs your game. So it's interesting. Like, yes, you got first, but I mean, honestly, like, what is the math on this? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 1 out of 5 to get like 5% chance. So it's like 0.05 divided by, no, multiplied by 0.11. So yeah, this will happen to you in, this is like, I'll give it to you in percentage. This will happen to you in 0.5% of your games.
Yeah.
Not even that, because you got a chosen. You get a chosen like once every 3 shops or something. So, like, the odds of this happening are less than 1%. So overall, this was not the right play because it will happen to you 0.5% of the time, which is just a gamble.
Yeah.
And you want what do you want? Warwick is good. Shen can work. Riven, Jin, maybe Cassio, maybe Aatrox. Like, all of the forecasts are decent, except maybe for, Talon is not usable right now. Morgana's kind of meh. So if you get a forecast chosen, it's great, but you have a 5% chance to get a forecast chosen, which is just too risky. Yeah. So sorry about that rant, Michael.
No worries.
Anything else that I can clarify for you?
I think that's it for now. Oh, one other question, actually. Are you on board with the Zeke Slam ice cream cone slam there?
100%. 100%. I'm a big fan of slamming.
Because it felt awkward when I hit that Ophelia's chosen and I had, like, those items, but yeah.
But as I mentioned, I wouldn't have put them on Aphelios.
Would you have put them on Silas or
Lysandra, because she's next to Aphelios.
okay?
Because I would have wanted to get Stay in Moonlights, right? And I mean, so okay, the play you made is telling me you want to play Aphelios for stage 2, maybe stage 3, but you're not thinking about him in the long run.
I don't play Moonman.
Yeah. So like, this is the correct play if you're not thinking long run.
Okay.
If you were thinking long run, if you're thinking very long run, then maybe it's even like considering a BT, but like Zeke's is just too good. So I don't think it's like, you get extra damage on the fields as well, so it's, I mean, it was kind of okay, but when you hit the chosen Aphelios, but then I said sell it, right? I think.
Yeah.
Because you could have sold.
You said to just sell the Aphelios with the items rather than sell the chosen.
Yeah, and you can put the items on the chosen, or like, but I mean, it worked out. But you want Zeke's next to Aphelios essentially.
Do you have the time? How would you feel about doing like a live game and going for a 2-hour session? Because I think we started around an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, sure. I got
My
time.
game takes about half an hour.
I just woke up, so I got lots of time. So.
All right, so I'll start up a queue and then we can do a live game.
Yeah, all right. So let's end the VOD here. So thank you for joining me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.